This is the week where we discovered that not only, as we've said on the show, is Andrew Cuomo not your boyfriend, but that's not for lack of him trying. Two former staffers have now come forward this week to give their accounts of working for Cuomo. One woman worked for him last year in the height of the COVID crisis and said he made her feel uncomfortable by asking her if she's ever been in a relationship with an older man. Huh? And another, I can't do it.
That's exactly how it was said. Anyway.
Yeah. Why not? Why don't you try it? Oh, well, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
So
with the
bad.
intensity.
Right? Just like the sort of like lazy, angry eyes.
Langry. That's what I will call it.
So langry. Lindsay Boylan, another woman who came forward, was his chief of staff at the State Economic Development Agency and is also running for Manhattan Borough president right now, said that he asked her to play strip poker with him, was told he had a crush on her by her boss, and when they were alone, showed off his cigar box that Bill Clinton gave him. Super classy. I think we know what he meant. And then eventually did non-consensually kiss her on the mouth. And I'm just going to say, I've never been more confident of anything in my life that this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm so positive there are many more women who've been harassed by Governor Cuomo, and maybe women who like slept with him actually, because hashtag not all Italian men, but hashtag a lot of Italian men.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm happy that these people have come forward, at least, and I hope it definitely does embolden more people to come forward. I wonder what it means for Chris, though. That's my
I know. What's Chris going to do with his little, like, sort of stunned baby blue eyes as he's there and staring into the CNN camera, like,
my brother, but
he has a way with women. What do you want me to do?
Oh my goodness. These impersonations are frighteningly accurate.
You're just being a very generous laugh bear, and I think we all know that. But it's like it is gross though that this comes after just like him being lauded as like everyone's daddy, like just like COVID daddy grossness. And
it was my opinion that I always thought like the praise that was being heaped on him was so extra, and I just wonder if people were enamored with someone who made sense, that was on television at the time, like who seemed like they were in charge of things. And by comparison, like he looked fantastic compared to a lot of other images that we were seeing at the time.
Totally.
But that's why I'm like, all right, let's just take a step back and remember, politician is going to politician.
Yeah. And he's super Trumpian in that way. They have that sort of New York, I get what I want. I get pizza at 3 a.m. I get a girl at 4, like it's.
I want pepperoni and Bobby. Got you. See,
that was so seamless. Pepperoni.
It just seems like it's me and you. That's why I'm so I'm laughing a lot because
don't worry. We're gonna cut this video up, and there'll be plenty of trolls being like, "He did nothing wrong.
Oh,
prove it."
I'm also like, because I'm curious about this dichotomy stuff. I had mentioned this before. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm curious because I know that we have this guest coming up pretty soon. I don't want to take too much time.
Oh, you can be curious, but be curious quickly. You know what I mean?
No, now that you said that, no, I was just thinking about like where alternatives to the things that we have, I guess is what I'm talking about. Like it's hard to envision things outside of everything that we already have, and either the things we have work or don't work. But taking a kind of a bigger approach or a bigger lens at it is a hard thing to do. That's why I keep going back to history. So like this Cuomo dude, long line of idiots in that house that he lived in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, we need to move beyond these legacy politicians. And I feel like, especially in New York and places that seem so entrenched. And the fact that AOC was able to break through in New York is just like, oh, damn, you just broke this seeming stranglehold, political stranglehold.
And identifying herself as a party that has a word in it that people are like, psychologically allergic to. So it's kind of like we need other ideas besides these two pillars, and just the same kinds of people over and over again.
Hey, thanks so much for watching the Bitchuation Room podcast live stream. And while you're here, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? I promise it'll be good. Promise.